Hi everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody here. This is my Kill-A-Kit video for my July kit. It's not really a Kill-A-Kit because I have a ton of stuff left. Obviously, I said this at the very beginning, I stocked my kit, so I actually had the opportunity to do a lot with it, but I have way too much, and it kind of almost made it difficult because I had so much. So in making my August kit, which I'm doing right now, I am trying to limit what I have. The problem is I have so much in all the colors, I want to pull everything out, that way I have a lot to choose from, but I really do need to limit it. So we'll see how well I do in August. So this month was teals, pinks, whites, and navies is pretty much what it was. And I also pulled out this additional Echo Park Alabama Boy kit, and I pulled out my Christmas themed things as well because I had some Christmas photos. So I created 9 total layouts with 2 inserts, and I have a lot left, obviously. So I'm going to show you. I'll flip through here. I'm not going to show everything because it's, like I said, it's really not a Kill-A-Kit. I had a lot of stuff left. So you can see here I did use a lot of stuff. I'm just going to flip through here. I'm not going to take it apart, but you can see I think I cut into just about every paper that's in here. I really wanted to use this paper, but I'm going to keep it intact for right now until I think I'm going to print small photos and just kind of put it on my timeline here. And this one is totally intact. This one's totally intact. This one, okay, so I have a lot that are apparently totally intact. This one is not. This one I cut a couple of the cut-aparts apart, and you can see I used a couple of the alphas. Couple of them, and then they use a bunch of stickers. You can see I did use a bunch of stickers. I used a bunch of the little stickers on this sticker sheet. There's a lot missing, but I obviously have a lot more that I could do with this, so that is going to be set aside and used later. What I ended up doing with my Fancy Pants sticker sheets is I cut them apart. I went through my stash and did all of this to all of them that were in sets like this. It's just easier to work with if I want to pull out just a red alpha, just to pull out this instead of having the full 12 by 12 sticker sheet. So I have a haul video I'm going to share with you. It's a small haul, but I'm going to do the same thing with that. So I have a ton of stickers left, obviously. I did not plan on killing any of this, but I have a lot left. I'm still continuously working on this. I'm trying to use this up. Not that I really want to get rid of it, but whenever I get to where I just have a few left on it, I do like to try to get through it. That way it doesn't get lost in my stash. I'm also trying to kind of use these. I really like these, but they're a pain in the butt to use. So trying to use those. Have them in pink as well. I don't use those as much. As you can see, like I said, I have a ton left. Have a ton. I mean, this probably would have made about 15 more layouts if I had really gotten to it, but at a certain point I do start to get bored with what I have, so I move on. I didn't even open these, but I did use these. These are another one of those things that I don't really like them because they're difficult to use. They're difficult for me to sort through, so I've tried to use those a couple times. I also have these. I mean, I had a ton of alphas. I don't know why I pulled out quite so many. I think it's because I was really indecisive at first. I had these little sapphire Making Memories eyelets. I didn't even use those at all. And I have a ton of washi, which I did use. But obviously, a ton left. And that one as well. So there are a couple things that I did finish up, which you're not going to see here, obviously, because I threw them out. But if you watch my process videos, I try to point out whenever I finish a sheet of something, I try to point it out. Getting close on a couple of these things. I did break out and use these. These are the Bella Boulevard paper pieces from the Max collection. I used a couple of these, which I was really happy about because I bought these and they're so cute, but I hadn't yet used them. I still have one lonely pink, well, this one's silver star that'll stay in here. Obviously my stickers, used a bunch of them, but obviously I still have a lot left, so they're going to stay in my stash. They're going to stay in here. Sorry if you hear Kaylin in the background. He's playing with my old Game Boy from like the 80s. Oh, he just told me I was being too loud and shut the door. Some frames, more sticker sheets. These rub-ons, I only have 2.5 left. I cut them apart. These are some great quality rub-ons, and they're from Life Love Paper by Studio Calico, for Studio Calico. There's some really good quality rub-ons. bunch of doilies left. I pulled out a bunch to use, so I have them. I really wanted to use this big file folder, and I didn't. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to use it, but I think it's really cute. Got these envelopes, pulled out a bunch of 3x4 cards. A bunch of little pieces are left. I had a bunch. I wasn't scrapbooking summer photos, which is why a lot of these are still left. But I had pulled them out just in case because I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to scrapbook. There's a bunch left. It's going to take me a little bit to put this back in my stash where it goes. Ooh, it's thundering really bad outside. So you couldn't even tell. I have to turn on my lights, my daytime lights, because it is so dark outside. It's about 10:45 in the morning, and the street lights are on outside because it's so dark. It's about to pour. This sticker sheet, I only used a few. This is another alpha. Then I have this old sticker sheet from SEI. They're really good fall colors, so I'll pull them out with my fall photos. Have this large sticker sheet. I maybe use one or two things off of here. Again, like I said, I pulled way too much out. But I wanted to have a good selection. And then here are the papers I have left. Again, way too much got pulled out. I pulled out this just paper bag that some of my Studio Calico packaging came in, and I used it for layering. This yellow jelly bean soup paper, it's right here. I really like the yellow polka dot side, but I cut a section off the top and used it for one of my titles by cutting out these Scrabble letters, and I very well could have used the pink tile letters I had, but I like the brightness of these. Those pink tile letters are a little bit more softer tones. Have a lot of little scraps left. I'll keep these. I really try not to get rid of any scraps. A lot of pieces, half pieces, but a lot of these things were already scraps when I pulled them and added them to my stash. But I'm going to keep everything, of course. Ooh, there's the thunder. I'm just going to flip through here. I'm not really stopping to explain too much, but I do want you to see, obviously, I have a ton left. I think I pulled out way too, well, I'm going to say this about 15 times in this video. Pulled out way too much, but it was nice having a smaller set of things to pull from than my entire stash. Now, the August kit is going to be, I was watching some of Haley Stewart's old videos, and then I do have my cardstock. I don't think I used any of the cardstock I pulled. I was looking at some of Haley Stewart's old videos, and she had a kit, a scrap stash kit that she made herself, and she used like yellow, lime, orange, and pink colors, kind of like citrusy colors. So that's what I'm going to pull for my next kit, for my August kit to work with. That is what you will see coming up. Alright, let me just set this aside. Let me show you the layouts I made. Put all this back in my stash in a minute. Alright, so these are I wrote them all out as I went, so I would make sure to include them. I have 9 completed layouts with 2 inserts, so I think this is the order I did them, but we'll see. I have this So Very Thankful, and every single one of these has a process video. This one is So Very Thankful. I think this was the first one I did. I used a lot of those fall colors. Beautiful layout. I was really happy with this. This was one of those that I tried just to see if it would make it work, because I wanted to use this real bright background, but I wasn't sure how it would work with these dark photos, so I'm really happy with how this turned out. This is my little insert. It says Fall Favorites. And then the opposite side says Gratitude, give thanks for everything that is good and wonderful. And this goes right next to my Thanksgiving photos. So I've got Scary Bear. Love this one. This was a scrap lift from someone else, and I have no idea. Oh, I lost a white enamel dot. I'll have to add it back. Oh, here it is. Ooh. I don't know if y'all could hear that thunder, but it is bad. It is pitch black outside right now, and like I said, it's about 10:45 in the morning, so it should not be this dark outside. Alright, so there we go. Here's this one. Got this one, which is Play, Smile, Hide. Did a process video for this one. Sorry, my camera got knocked. There we go. Love this one again. This is my November title page for my album. Got an interactive pocket here where you pull it out, flip it over. And this is one where I had to cut a slit in it because it does not open on this side of the pocket. I've got this 8.5 by 11 PBS tint. This is where I use some of those acetate alphas I said I had a difficult time with. So Many Animals, again, another acetate alpha. And this is that half of rub-on that I used that I cut apart. These two go together. This is the Favorite Childhood Memories. So those Scrabble letters I said I cut apart, and then I used the gray tile ones. Now I did have a bunch of these flowers in my kit, and I used every single one of them on this layout. Here's the other side of it. And then here's the last one I just did. This is the ending page for my November 2013 album. We have the Christmas parade in November, so that's why it's the end of November, but it's also kind of rolls right into December. So my Christmas stuff I pulled out with the kit, and I didn't show you because it's going to roll over into my August kit because I still have a few Christmas photos I'm scrapping. So that's going to stay there. I have two interactive pockets again. Flip over. I had a lot of pictures to put in on this one. Yeah. And then because the flare was so bulky, I put it on the outside of the pockets. But there we go. That's it. Stay tuned. I'll have my August stash kit to share with you in just a moment. Thanks. Bye.